Alright, that is live. Pull you over, close you, backspace here, refresh. Alright. Alrighty, right. Refresh here. Refresh here. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Wrong button. Drag you over. Hello. I am the James at the Games, and welcome back to being a part of the missing members. And yes, that is right. We are doing some 5e homebrew review again. Our good friend Nikolai, who is apparently not in the mental institution anymore, is wanting to run a game, and he has decided to use Naruto 5e of all things, and has invited me. Point is that there's 4 main documents to this system, and it totals around 1,000 pages. This is using 5e as a base mechanic system, but like everything's overwritten because of like every single class is a full caster in this is one example. And I haven't even gotten to that yet. This 341 page document is the Jutsu Compendium, which are basically what every class uses as spells. And you may be questioning, James, why are you starting on page 88 and 89? This is because of the fact that I've already done an analysis of every class up to this point in the book. There's 11 classes in this, and I've already done 5. There's been the Genjutsu Specialist, the Hunter, I wanted to make sure I did this in order. The Intelligence Operative, the Medical Ninja, and the Ninjutsu Specialist. The Scout Ninja is the 6th class in this document. And needless to say, the classes in this are note, I am not judging this based off of jutsus they can learn or anything of that nature. I'm basing this analysis off the classes themselves because of this document needs research all in and of itself to understand. I am doing this based off of just how the class features interact with themselves from this document itself, and like weapon features, because there's like 2.5 times as many weapon qualities and armor qualities than there are in base 5e in this. But we're starting with the Scout Ninja because this is the first one I haven't gone through. For a quick rundown of the classes that I have gone through, the Genjutsu Specialist, there's 7 subclasses. The main class features don't do anything useful. They get basically their own version of Eldritch Invocations, which greatly help them out. Without them, they really can't do much. Out of those 7 subclasses, 4 of them either have so many like limited use cases that they cannot be useful in general gameplay. One of them, the first 2 features it has, literally makes it sound like, ooh, it's going to build off of these in an incredible fashion to make a really good subclass. No, the rest of the subclass features do not use those two features, even though those two features are amazingly well written. It just like never builds off of them. One of them, its first two subclass features are completely mediocre, and all the rest of them are really, really good. And then the last one of the Genjutsu specialist subclasses is just, it's in essence like, why did the other 6 of you show up? For the hunter, I kind of want to save the hunter for last because of it. It embarrasses the other 4 classes I've gone through. For the intelligence operative has one special resource bucket called Brave Orders, in which literally nearly every single one of the intelligence operative's features uses these Brave Orders. Brave Orders have a problem. I went too far back. I'm just wanting to double check that I'm right on this. Oh, it's a level 2 thing. Brave Orders may restore on a short or long rest. The problem is all of the intelligence operative's features, use Brave Orders so much that they, in and of themselves, will run out of them super duper quick. At level 2, you only get 3, and every other level you gain 1 more Brave Order per short or long rest. So you eventually get up to 12 at 20th level. So, because of the main class's features for the intelligence operative are good. All the subclass features, every single feature is based around using up their one singular resource bucket, making it awful. The medical ninja is basically this game's version of a cleric, though it's a lot more combat-centric than most clerics are. And some of these actually can do some really cool things. The weird thing is that how concentration works in this, you do not have spell slots. You have what is known as chakra points. If you're concentrating on something, you are spending half the amount of chakra it is required to use the jutsu every round you're concentrating on it. I read that in the rules, and that freaked me out. And the ninjutsu specialist, it's really hard to analyze, more so because of the ninjutsu specialist is almost entirely based around different types of jutsus. Like, you have one that specializes in fire, one in earth, one in water, one in lightning, one in non-elemental. And basically each subclass is based around that particular element, and you do more stuff if you utilize your element in combat. But that's the only real features they get. Other than that, they get a sorcerer's meta magic, which costs them chakra to use on jutsus, which actually causes their already strained chakra pool to deplete even faster. So, with those quick pipe out of the way, let's start with the Scout Ninja. D8 hit dice, D10 chakra, Light armor, medium armor, heavy armor. Okay, first class that's getting heavy armor in this. Oh, the Hunter. The Hunter, quite honestly, has the single best class and subclass features out of the 5 I have reviewed so far, by a large margin. Such a large margin that the other 4 classes I've reviewed are embarrassing comparatively. They get all weapons, they get any toolkits. Nearly every single class gets at least 1 or 2 toolkit proficiencies. And oh my goodness, I am pain. So you choose. Every class also gets 3 saving throws instead of 2, which is interesting, to say the least. And nearly every class also gets at least 3 to 4 skill proficiencies, which is, I honestly like, mainly just because of in 5e, it kind of sucks if you are a character that has less skill proficiencies. It just is. Oh my goodness, what is going on with my frame rate? Let's see here. Did that fix anything? Sorry, I just realized 2,200 drop frames in the first 12 minutes. 10% of my frames have been dropped. That's not good. 2,300 frames. Okay, let's try this. Options. Done, no. Sources. A new source. Add source. Done. Do this. Move you. Wait, what? There we go. That's better. Hopefully. $25. Why are you dropping frames? You shouldn't be dropping frames. So, every class also gets ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu. Ninjutsu's based off of your intelligence, genjutsu is normally based off of your wisdom, and taijutsu is based off of your strength. First level, you adopt a particular style of fighting as your specialty. Choose one of the fighting styles located in chapter 13 between taijutsu and weapon stances. You can't take a stance more than once, even if you get to choose again later. And these are what are on here. This is a bit too long to go through at this point. All I could really say is that this is actually a really nice feature to get at first level. Some of them are far more useful than others, but all of them have some usability in some form or another. I really wish you could get more than one fighting stance because of in Pathfinder, there is a monk archetype called the Monk Master of Many Styles, which lets you combine more than one fighting style. But they lose their flurry of blows due to it, which, in my opinion, actually is nice. However, if you notice this is literally the revised Ranger. So, at first level, you go ahead and gain proficiency in a skill. If you have proficiency, you gain mastery, which is expertise. Mobile, your wall and water walking speed is equal to your walk speed. You gain a swimming and climbing speed equal to your walk speed. And at 11th level, once per long rest, you can spend a full turn action recollecting yourself. When you do, you recover all spent superiority die that you would normally recover on a short rest. And then Shinobi Adept. At 2nd level, you can choose 2 of the following features. Beginning at 13th level, select 2 additional features you didn't select at 2nd level. Shinobi Training. You can create, learn, and customize any D rank or lower jutsu in half the time. This does not stack with other features that reduce the time to learn jutsu. When you would reach 13th level, this benefit extends to C rank as well. This is interesting, but I have not read the rules on jutsu customization, so as of yet, unless the amount of time it takes to customize D rank jutsu is long, I feel like this doesn't benefit as much as you would think it would. Shinobi Tactics. You learn to cover your tracks. Creatures who would make a perception check to search for you suffers a D4 penalty on this check if you're hidden from or unseen by the searching creature. Okay. The irony is, the hunter, just taking a 2-level dip just for this, would honestly really love this. But as of yet, I have not read enough of the features to know how good this would be on the scout themselves. General literacy, your scores count is 16 for the purposes of learning or gaining jutsu of at least B rank through ability score restrictions. This does not stack with other literacy features or traits. So what I've noticed is that there are a lot of jutsu that have ability score restrictions to learn them, but I'm not sure how helpful this will be because of the fact that it does not allow you to learn A or S rank jutsu through this that have an ability score restriction, only D, C, and B. Tool competency. You use the following tools: chili pepper bombs, paper bombs, flat tags, or smoke bombs as a bonus action instead of an action. Okay, this can be useful, but we'd have to see on the subclasses, but I also think this one could potentially not be that great. Precision. Select one of the following keywords: ninjutsu, taijutsu, bukijutsu, or genjutsu. Jutsu you cast with the following keyword that requires an attack roll reduces a creature's damage reduction by 5 once per casting. I have not played the system yet, but unless damage reduction is super common, this is outright crummy. Shinobi's Edge. You have trained for countless hours to become a more skilled shinobi. Reduce the cost to maintain concentration on jutsu by 1. Okay, this is probably the best one here, mainly because of chakra cost concentration is really expensive. Drive. Your perseverance can be called upon with the flick of the wrist. When making an ability or skill check by spending 1... I'm still getting dropped frames. Why am I getting dropped frames? Okay, I'm going to end and restart and hopefully fix this drop frame issue, because if I do